Okay, we're going to try this again. Take number 2. I hope everyone that tried to see the last one did not get frustrated, because I'm going to tell you something right now. I lost connection, and then my neighbor came up and I couldn't get it to stop. So I spent like 25 minutes trying to get the live to stop, and it would not. So I had to like take 20 minutes more to figure out how to do that. So that's what I did. I'm live now. I'm here. I'm in what I know, and hopefully it won't happen again. I don't know what's going on with our electrical system. So I'm not going to touch anything. Hopefully I'll be able to see people typing. Hello, welcome, Chit Chat Live. Now, I accidentally left my binder in the other room because I really wanted to show that off, because I should be embarrassed. But I'm really not, because I do pretty good with it a mess. My hair is a mess. I'm a mess. I've been chasing chickens in the mud. So I can't wait to get started on some live people. I will be smoking cigarettes a little bit because I'm sick, so I haven't been smoking a whole lot. And today I'm just kind of puffing on them. So I've got one I'm going to puff on now. So please know you shouldn't smoke, because I know I shouldn't smoke. But here we go. And I'm going to put it out. So I'm done for a minute. Okay. So yes, this is a J on my cup. It's for my last name, which is Jackson. So just in case you needed to know that. I'm hoping to see comments. Welcome. I know there's one person here. I wish I could see your comments. I'm actually afraid to do any kind of setup. So hopefully someone will type something to me soon, please. I don't know. I'm not touching that again. No, because I touched that last time and it screwed me up. So anyway, I am not sure if I belong to the prepping community, the couponing community, or the homesteading community, or just those people who blog about their life. I haven't decided yet where I belong in the YouTube community. And having a very small channel, I don't think it really matters, but I hope that I give good information. I know, it's lousy filming. I know that, but I hope that everyone that comes to my channel enjoys something about what I'm doing. Right now I've got rice in the rice cooker, and I will probably have to get up in just a moment to go make sure that it does not blow up. My neighbor's very concerned about me using this thing. So if you didn't see the last 3 videos I did, the 2 before the last one was my clearance haul from Dollar General. I think I did very well. I would have done better had I really pushed the issue with the last transaction of Saturday, but I didn't. So I'm not certain, what happened there. I know what happened. I didn't take the time to argue with her because she's very hard to deal with. And I was like, whatever. I still got a pretty good deal on what I got. Not as good as it would have been. So welcome. I hope someone types something to find out if, you can hear me, if you can see me. Yay, I see a thumbs up. Great. But I don't see anything typing. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. Please type something, even if it's just something like SOMETHING. Why do I not see anything? I'm afraid. I'm afraid to do anything. I'm afraid it's going to happen. What happened before? There we go. Boom. Thank you, Farmall. You can hear me. You can see me. Good. Because I really had a bad experience trying to go live earlier. So I hope that Pennsylvania Prepper gets here. But welcome. I hope you all are having a great day. I took a vacation day today. I'm doing some cleanup in my stockpile room from all my shopping from the weekend. I'm cooking up some stuff out of the refrigerator so that way we have plenty of food to eat for the week and we don't have to cook other than today. I'm baking a cake for my neighbor. It's his birthday. I was out playing with the chickens. I need to get out there and clean their coop up here in a little bit. So I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can and see how that works. So, how are you all doing? Oh, 4, 5 people. I hope everyone's doing great. Welcome. I would love to answer couponing questions or things pertaining to Kroger shopping, Dollar General shopping. I don't know that I'm an expert, but I can give you some advice when it comes to working the system there. Good. Jean-Marc. Jean-Marc. Boy, that's a very French name. Are you from Canada or France? Canada. Okay. So what kind of shopping's up there in Canada? Uh-oh, we lost some people. Do you shop in Canada? Oops, we're losing people. That's a shame. Well, it's pretty quiet. So I'm just going to start rattling on some stuff about the Dollar General clearance that I went through this weekend. You don't really shop? Well, okay. What do you do? Are you a prepper? Are you a homesteader? I'm kind of like all of these things rolled into one big woman. Shopping, prepping, homesteading, cooking. Fishing. Oh, you're a fisher. Fishing is fun, especially with the right bait, right? I don't fish per se, but I do have a pole, and I think this year I'm going to start fishing. I'm pretty excited about that. Um, I really don't like cleaning fish, but I need to get on it and start working with it. I have done it. I need to do a little more of it. I need to get into the practice of it. I know that the pond right down here has some decent fish in it, and hopefully my neighbor will say, yeah, sure, go ahead. Go down there and try to fish. Because he's going to laugh at me because I'm going to scream every time, I'm taking a fish off the hook. I know that. And I'm not much for touching worms. I'll touch anything else, guts, whatever. But worms, I'm not like real fond of. They freak me out. I could never be a worm farmer because I see those girls and they pick up those worms in their hands and I'm like, oh, couldn't do that. Welcome. And just know that, ask me some questions or whatever. We're on it today. I'm hoping Amanda comes back. Come on, Amanda, where are you at? And then I'll go get my binder and I'll show you my binder. Cleo, what are you doing over there? My dog's watching me like, you're talking to yourself again. She's funny. So what's your favorite fish? You can use piece winners. Work good too. Okay. I can remember going with my poppy down in Kentucky and he used crawdads. We'd tear the tails off and throw them in. Maybe we were catfishing or maybe crappie. I don't remember. I was so little. I just like getting out of the house and out of the holler and getting a boat and go to the dam. Was it Buckhorn Lake Dam? Peace winners. Okay. I know there's all kinds of things, and I can get over touching worms. Really. Hey, I'm not just talking to myself here, okay? I promise. She's over it. My neighbor's going to be coming back up here in a little bit, and she's anticipating him being here. I hear my rice cooker. Okay. Bass and trout. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go turn my rice cooker off or my instant pot off so it don't blow up. I will be right back. So if you don't want to go anywhere, I'll be back. Just have to go do that because that's pretty important. Yeah, I had to turn that rice cooker or the instant pot off so that way it could release some pressure. I made jasmine rice for myself and my chickens this week. My husband don't eat rice, and so I am eating rice and um, sautéed vegetables. They're so good. I've been eating them right out of the pan already. I'm starving. So don't want that instant pot to blow up. But bass and trout are really good fish. I think though my favorite tasting fish was the crappie. I'm not. I don't care for catfish at all. With catfish, I have to soak it overnight in milk, lemon juice, and garlic, and then I can prepare it the next day. Other than that, I'm not into um, catfish. But bass are really good, and trout is good. But I like crappie the best. I am going to light a cigarette. Salmon. Salmon's good. There's nothing wrong with some salmon. Now, I've never had fresh salmon. I would love to go up north and actually get my own salmon. I think that would be a fun trip. Um, that would be fun. I really like the fact that it's a rich red meat and I can do it like I do steaks. But we also like salmon patties down here. Um, but we don't use, fresh salmon, we use canned. Now, I also like the smoked salmon that you can get. I think that is fantastic. But I would love to work with my own. But down here, we don't get any salmon. But we can get it. Now, I would think that a lot of people who are avid fishermen like oh, what is that called? Oh, it's a big Michigan thing. Now I can't think of the name of it. I had it in my, I think it's, I can't, walleye. Walleye is the one that I know a lot of people from down here will go up to Michigan in the lakes and hunt and fish for walleye. So a lot of people like that. But salmon is really good. But you can keep the catfish. I don't like them. I've never had catfish other than when my granny made it or when I soaked it overnight that I could actually eat it because it tastes too muddy. My husband thought he was really cool one time when we were dating, and he took me to this place. And he ordered us both catfish dinners, and here comes this catfish on a plate with his head. And I was like, no. I picked at it, but inside my head, I'm going, are you freaking kidding me? No. I picked at it. I ate my baked potato, I ate my salad, and I picked at the fish a little bit, but that taste was just awful. And then one of my cats is absolutely salmon crazy. Of course, we had lobster tails the other night and shrimp, and he went crazy over the shrimp. I gave him a couple last night. My husband finished them off later, and he's like looking at me this morning like, I want some shrimp. I was like, it's all gone. Because I was going to put that in my stir fry vegetables, and it was gone this morning. So we eat seafood quite a bit here when he buys it. Because I'm too frugal. There's no way I would buy it. I'll buy shrimp, not lobster tails. Those things are expensive. I'm about ready to start eating some fresh chickens. I've got a chicken that started all my other ones eating eggs, and I'm about ready to cull some chickens. I love them like my pets, but I'm going to tell you something. They're cutting into their feed money when they're eating their own eggs. Because when I sell their eggs, that's what I buy their feed with. And they're not doing too hot with that. So I let them run out today. I was chasing them around in the mud trying to get them back in. It was horrible. In my house shoes, in the mud, in the rain. They were having a ball. Welcome. See, another person came in. This is not my first time live. Hello and welcome, Mo Homesteading. I have done lives before. I tried doing one earlier and I lost connection and then I couldn't get it to stop. And I had neighbor coming up and I had all kinds of stuff going on while I'm trying to figure it out. So I finally figured it out. And welcome. No, it's not my first live, but it's my first live in a long time. It's been a couple months. I took a vacation day and did a live, but welcome. Do you watch my channel? It's nice to meet you. I think you were in J and J. I think it's very nice to meet you. And I see that you're a homesteader. So that's awesome. I too have a homestead here, and we're building what I call a miniature farm. And not only that, I'm a prepper. Yeah. Um, I I am so into getting this farm started. My mother wants to start off with a chicken barn, a pole barn, and there's some special plans there that I'm not ready to go into yet. But we're going to start off with the chickens, which I have 12 now. And this spring, I'm getting ducks. And my final goal, I have a 7-year plan. So it's really, really, you know, methodically planned that every year there'll be something added. So this coming spring will be ducks. I'm going to work with them. I'm going to hatch out some more chickens and probably sell them. So then the following year, I will try goats maybe again. I don't know, or just expand on more fowl since I bought this wonderful incubator. And then I will sell babies. I even thought about turkeys, and I was like, I don't know, because I really don't like tom turkeys. I have really bad experiences with them. They really scare me. But I really think the duck eggs will do well. I think that if I get another group of chickens and they don't find out that their eggs are great by accident, not because of a lack of diet, the chickens will do very well. My chickens right now are spoiled rotten. They have found out that chicken eggs are great to eat, and they did that by accident with one of my Americanas who is a fuss budget. One thing at a time. There you go. Um, yeah, maybe turkeys. Yeah, I'm kind of hesitant on the turkeys. I know that I want to kind of separate all my fowls. So I'm definitely getting the ducks this spring. I'm looking between khaki Campbells or maybe some fancier ducks. But I know that the khaki Campbells really, really like land more so than some of the other ducks, and they're more equated to that. So the khaki Campbells are also a very good an egg laying duck. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But at the end of the 7-year plan, my last goal is to have miniature cattle. I really want miniature cattle. I really want something to produce milk right now. So I may even go to the sale barn when I get my truck and find, a dairy goat that they're selling off and get one. I think I bought 2 baby goats from the sale barn when I was a kid for like $5 a piece. So very cheap. She had milk. They sold off the babies. I'm like elbowing my grandpa like, "Ugh," and he got them for me and I raised them. And then I took him to my mom's house and she raised them for a while. She had goats for a while. I was very, very pleased that she had a good time with them goats. But I really do want to get a milk goat. I think that's really important to have on the homestead. It's going to be a little easier than the cow, I think, but goats are very hard to keep in. So my thing is I want to really get this place fenced in. It's 2 acres. There's a lot to work with because our house is like postage stamped on one corner of the property, which gives us lots of room. And yes, right. And they clear brush, and this place needs to be cleared out. So that way, when I do get cattle, it's going to be cleared out some, so it'd be easier to make a pasture area for them. And that's why I want the goats. And I don't know, but I got goats this past spring, and the woman was so horrible. She sold me the goats for $100 a piece. They were babies and they were weathered. She weathered them 3 days before they brought them here, or before I took them home, and they were wild. She did not handle them. They were little billies or whatever, so she would like just push them away. They were not handleable. When I got them here, they went ape shit, took off, jumped up, tried to kill themselves. It was like having a baby deer in a goat barn. And so I had her come pick them up. I said, I can't take them. So I lost $200 on 2 weathers. And the reason I wanted those guys was because I wanted them to be the ambassadors for later female goats, so they would have someone there so I could get really good dairy goats, but they would have buddies. They wouldn't be by themselves. So I got the 2 weathered, and they were cute little turds. I mean, you can go back to my videos and I think you can find them. They were mini manchas. And I thought, you know what, we'll get a couple weathers, I don't have time to deal with wild. I can't deal with wild here. It can't be wild. I can't have something that I cannot control or semi-control. These little critters were wild. It was, like I said, putting a deer in a barn. They were done. I mean, they tried to kill themselves. One ended up out in the woods. She had to bring her mommy goat out and catch him. I caught the other one, jumped off a retaining wall, went to the wood. I mean, it was horrible. And the funny thing is I brought him here in my car, in the front seat of my car. Yeah, it is. But I was willing, $100 a piece. Well, it was $100 a piece, so that was $200. But they were weathers. They were good for nothing other than feeding and brush cleaning and meat if you wanted meat later on. That would be it. And they were mini manchas. So one looked more like a Nigerian, and then one looked more like like a mancha. So I was like, it was heart wrenching. The one I think I could have done, I could have gotten him a little more tame, but the other one was just pure, completely wild. Might as well have been a deer. So I am going to prepare for dairy goats, and I may even go with a Swiss goat of some sort. I am located in Indiana, um, southeast Indiana. I'm very close to the Ohio and Kentucky line. I'm right there in that area, and I definitely need something that produces milk on this farm. I've got the chickens; they're producing eggs. These are not; they could be meat chickens. If they don't quit eating their eggs, I'm going to make them meat chickens or give them to someone else for meat chickens. Uh, Also, my rooster has decided that he's going to start coming towards me when I go through the to the to the hens. Oops. So anybody that's coming in, welcome to my channel. I'm not sure if I'm a prepper or a couponer or a homesteader, but I can talk about all of these topics. I can talk about dogs. I'm really good with dogs. Just saying. Um, Chickens, I'm learning. Um, so Sandra, hello, girl. How are you? So did you do a lot of shopping? How many days did you go? I went all 3 days. Well, Friday I only went right before work and got the dog food and the two things of bowls. But boy, did I shop Saturday and Sunday. Holy crap. Sorry about that. I shouldn't be smoking. I smell my jasmine rice cooked. Oh my gosh, it smells delicious. Yes, I am going to get shepherds. I did not get from the other breeder. I started looking at the pup that the neighbor got, and I wasn't thinking that they looked as healthy as they should have. Plus, he really wanted to sell them. He didn't want to give them away. And my husband knows this guy from way back, and he's a turd. So it's untelling, how they've been treated or whatever. But I did come across another German Shepherd breeder, and I talked to his son just last week. He came in to work. He's one of the UPS pickup guys, and he said he's going to talk to his dad. He says one of the girls is ready to go at any time. So exciting, and said that his dad would be willing to give me a couple of shepherds, maybe one, maybe two. I'd like to have a male and a female, so that way, brains and brawn, get my drift. I am from Indiana. I am, let's see, I am like southeast. I am on the borderline of Ohio and Kentucky. I know, Sandra, I'm so excited. I really want these dogs. And, I hate to say that if I do have dementia, that these dogs could really be helpful to me if that if that happens. And not only that, but they're such a workable breed as long as I'm on top of them as soon as I get them. Um, guarding livestock, guarding the home, just doing what I need done around here. And I think that would be awesome. If I only get one, I only get one, but I already have names picked out. If I get a male, it will be Merlin. If I get a female, it will be Morgana. So Merlin and Morgana will be the names of my shepherds if I get them. I hope I get him. I hope he doesn't change his mind because I think that having 30 puppies to sell would overwhelm anyone. Oh, that would be great. I would love to have a dairy goat. You know, Cleo does that. She lets me know when the microwave is done. She lets me know when my Keurig is done. Um, but she's getting older, and she just kind of sometimes barks for no reason. Well, Mo, I mean, I'm not real picky. I thought that I would want something small, but the more I thought about that, I thought, well, you know, a milk goat that gives good milk is fine with me. Now, a lot of people have the Nigerian dwarfs. A lot of people have the mini manchas, which is what I tried, but that didn't work out well. I do like Nubians. I like La Manchas, the Swiss goats. I'm not picky. I would just like to have a nice dairy goat, and of course, when I need a billy to breed with, I probably have to have my own billy. I am so happy you're here, Sandra. Um, Amanda should be here soon. I'm hoping because she wants to see my coupon binder. I'm so embarrassed. I'm not showing it until she comes because it's bad. It's really bad. Oh, but I'll tell you what, this weekend with Dollar General, there were so many headaches. Well, I have one really good one. I have one that will do a little work with me. I have one that does absolutely nothing for me and will not budge. So, it's kind of like hit and miss, but they all know who I am. They all know that I'm going to come in and I'm going to coupon. Um, thank God I don't have the old manager at this one in my town like we used to have. She was absolutely just a pain in the rear end. I mean, there's a video somewhere a couple years back, a couple winters back, I think, maybe 1 year, 2 years back. I don't know. And it's called Seeing Red. And I'll tell you what, she had me fired up. She argued with me, and I was on my way to work and didn't have time to argue with her. It was out of a candy deal. And yeah, ooh, that was a good video. But watch your ears because I think I used a lot of foul language in that one. That one would probably be deleted because it certainly wasn't made for children. But I absolutely love couponing, and I'm a prepper, so it really helps. Now, Sandra, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but they're going to clearance out again February 28th through the 3rd. That's the news through the grapevine. So, what we didn't get this past weekend, hopefully it'll be around for the 28th through the 3rd, and hopefully more stuff will clearance because I didn't get any laundry detergent or any laundry stuff, no cleaning stuff. I saw the gloves and I bypassed them for something else, and I was going to go back and get the gloves. Oh, really? So she was trying to double dip it, but now, if you have like one digital and one paper, oh, well, thank you, Mo. Um, I wow, double dipping. That's not good. And if you've got a young, vulnerable cashier, that's rough. Now, the thing about me being in the $1 general for an hour and a half over that transaction, I, I felt sorry for the other people. So that's why I stopped the transaction, had her void it, and I walked back around and let a lot of people through. But I'll tell you what, I've never wanted to grab someone so bad in a store than that lady that was behind me. She was so rude, and I was just so upset. I was like, are you kidding me? This little girl was so nervous, and she knew me. She had worked with me at where I worked. She had went through there as a temporary, and she knew when I walked in who I was. And she was so nervous that she was going to do it wrong for me. And I was like, it's okay. It's not your fault. You weren't properly trained. And not only that, but why in the heck did they only have one person in the store on the clearance time? That made no sense to me. Really? You've got this girl, you've got people going through with coupons on these clearances, and they're going to drive these little girls crazy. And that poor little girl, her hands were just a shaking, and I was like, oh my gosh. So that's why I stopped the transaction and told her to void it out, and we would do it again when it cleared out. So I was in there for an hour and a half. Yeah. I don't understand that. Dollar General needs to pick up their game, because I'm telling you what, couponing Dollar General, because of YouTube, I think has come up, and they're going to have to do something, because one person in a store from open until whenever in clearance days are just not going to hack it. There's just too many people out there couponing right now, you know, and that's why it's so aggravating for me not to be able to get to, the laundry detergent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up north. There are one, two, and then come back around. I've got a whole different way I'm going to do my route this next time. Um, Hopefully my husband don't work on a Saturday again. I'm going to tell him, you can't work on the 29th. No, you can't work. Um, I mean, I leave out here at like 7:30 in the morning, and I'm not getting home till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, I've got quite a ways to go, because I live out in rural. I don't have like $9 generals in a 9 mile radius. I have to go quite a distance past like the two to get to two more, and then cut across the state. And then there's like one, two, three, then come down to one, two, or go. Oh, it's crazy. And, but I'll tell you what, the one I did with the dog food, that was amazing. 12 cents for 5 bags of dog food, 3 can openers, 3 things of Dixie plates. Oh my God, there was what, Right Guard in that one. 2 packs of M&Ms because I didn't make the $25 threshold. Amazing. 12 cents. So she was really wanting to get rid of that dog food when she priced it down to that price. Oh, I'm telling you, it was I had my checkbook out. I didn't even have my change purse out because I had some cash money and change. And she said 12 cents. And I had my pen in my hand and my checkbook and my driver's license right there. I'm getting ready to write a check. And she's like, 12 cents. I was like, what? She said, 12 cents. I went, okay. I got my little change purse out. I'm counting out change. That it was phenomenal. And all 7 bags of dog food that I got from the Nutro on Friday to all of the Nutrish went to my disabled neighbor. I called him up last night and I was like, listen, you need to get up here. Hey, and J&J, welcome. Great to see you. I called him up and I said, hey, you need to come up here and get some dog food. Oh, okay. He comes up there and I have like 7 bags of dog food sitting on my counter. I said, you've got to get this out of here. I need to cook. I said, I need that counter space to cook. So I packed him up with 7 bags of dog food and he was tickled. Last week, I didn't show my JC haul and I didn't show my Kroger haul, but I stocked him up on creamer. I stocked him up on major creamer. So I'm kind of getting him. He needs to figure out his SNAP card so that way I can help him stock his house up and keep himself in food and then save his money for his pets food. So that's what I'm trying to do with him. Yeah, my chickens, I'll tell you, if you go back into my videos, you can see when they were like really little when I got them and when I started introducing them to food. Yesterday, I was going to have a video of them eating a cheeseburger because I had this huge cheeseburger that we didn't eat last week. And I did feed it to them, but I was just going to put it in the middle of their feed pan and film them. But I didn't have time. I was trying to get them fed so that I could get out on the road. So I love my chickens, but I'm telling you, if they keep eating their eggs, I can't deal with that. It's not going to work. And I could kill little Honey, the little Americana that looks like an Araucana. She's got her little mutton chops because she's the one that started the egg eating because she just fiddle farts in the nesting boxes. I don't understand what she's doing. I mean, and she's the only one that lays a powder blue egg. And I'm like, really? You're eating all these eggs. And my chickens get everything in the world they need. They're not lacking in anything in their diet. Um, their eggs are the shells are super hard because they get super extra calcium. They get super amounts of protein. They get breakfast, lunch, and a snack before I even go to work. So I don't even. I started reading, and they told me that I was supposed to. I started with the golf balls, so I dug out some golf balls, put those in there, and now they have golf balls all over the place. They're not just in the nesting boxes anymore. They're all the way in the cabana against the wall. I don't know if she's just like playing golf in there or what. But there was another thing where they said fill empty shells with mustard. They like them. So that's not helping. That's just encouraging them. So I'm like, what else do I do? I don't know what to do. Sorry, I should have held the microphone. But yeah, I don't know what to do with them. I love them. They're my babies. I'm going to have to. They have them at Tractor Supply. They're quite expensive, but you know what? They're actually taken away from their food money. And I don't want to buy their feed if they can buy their own feed from me selling their eggs. I only have 11 hens. And, you know, it's not like they're making a lot of money, but they are keeping their feed up, because I sell them for $2 a dozen or $3.18 count. I don't get outrageous I don't try to make outrageous money, but I will get the ceramic eggs. The golf balls, they're playing with them, I guess, because they're not leaving them. They're all over the place. Okay. Sorry. I will have to get the ceramic eggs because I'm not going to play this game anymore with her. And she's the one who started it, so I know who it is. And like today, when I went out to check the nest, I had a Brahma sitting in the nesting box, and they all fight over the same nesting box except for two. There's two chickens. One will lay on the ground by the door. She makes her little nest. And then I have another one who will lay in another nest, like you all are crazy. And they all try to get in the same nest. Well, here was Honey messing with my Brahma. So I lifted up the Brahma. I put my hand up underneath her, and there was Honey's egg, the powder blue one. And she was trying to get at it to eat it. And what I'm also thinking, oh, Nubian Alpine mixes. Those are really nice. Now the Alpine ones are the black and white ones, or I think normally the black and white ones, because I think my grandpa bought one of those when we bought the little ones. He wanted some goat milk, and he bought her. Um, but I'm hoping that if one of my hens goes broody, she'll peck the snot out of her. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, that's a great mix though. Nubian. I can't talk today. Nubian and Alpine. I would love to have one. Um, I'm not opposed to bigger goats. You know, even with the 2 acres, a few of these goats would be fine. I need to fence it in though, and I'm going to start talking to someone about fencing in so that way if I do get the goats, they can have the full reign of everything back there. I'll probably get igloo houses at first, or maybe a barn built back there. I don't know. Maybe my mom will understand if I want to put a couple of goats into the chicken barn that she wants to build me. But yeah, I'm not opposed to huge goats, big goats. But I know that Nubians have great milk, and as well as the Alpines. Hello, Dave. How are you? Hope you're doing good. Oh, this is great. But I'm not getting my chores done. I have my second load of laundry in. Had to wash all my bib overalls because they were muddy. So I'm kind of in my pajama kind of clothes right now. I didn't take a shower either, but I did cook, and I have cooking going on, and I can smell my jasmine rice, and I'll tell you what, it smells so good. I am so hungry for that. I've been cooking in my instant pot. I'll tell you what, I made lobster tails in my instant pot the other night. Oh my goodness, if you ever get a chance to get lobster tails, do it in the instant pot because I'm telling you, you don't have them submerged in water. You don't have to do that, and it doesn't take away from the integrity of the meat. And no, I did not buy them. My husband bought them. This frugal girl does not buy lobster tails. No. Even though I got him a good deal on them, no. We took his checkbook for the lobster tails. I'm hoping to do a pretty good um, shopping trip this week. I'm going to see what the new ad is. There's some great digitals too. If you do Kroger or a Kroger affiliate, there are some great digitals out there this week. I am very happy that you came in, and I hope that you and I can converse again. Please keep watching. You'll never know what I'm talking about: prepping, canning, homesteading, couponing. Mostly couponing though, because that's how I prep. You have a great day, and yes, I love goats. I need goats. Thank you, and hugs. That's what I normally put on it. Hugs. What in the world? Oh, it is, Sandra. I'll tell you what. I am so worried about this. Even if it's a slight strain of what's going on, it's very concerning to me, and that people are not being prepared for this. Oh, well, it's in China. This could be the epidemic of what, the century. It does concern me. It makes me very, very wary of going into public. Um, Not so much right now, but it will eventually. I'm very precautionary now. I carry hand sanitizer with me. I sanitize my hands no matter what I touch. Um, when I go in and use a cart, I will put hand sanitizer on my hand and wipe it across the top because I don't have the wipes with me. I should carry them with me, but just the hand sanitizer on my hand across that. I'm really weird about the keypads because you know, I I write checks, so I have to use the little thing all the time. So I'll put a little hand sanitizer on my hand and kind of use that as well. Um, washing your hands constantly, not touching your face in public, is very important. I'm very spooked about it. And I noticed that you got the gloves. I wanted those. Um, and I looked for some more masks. I cannot find them. And I don't shop online. And I don't know where Amanda is. She should be here because she sat in the other one that I had screwed up earlier. So she should be here. But she's getting on to me. So he's going to go camping. I don't watch him. I have a few times. He reminds me of Van Diesel, the Van Diesel of prepping. But I probably should. He's going camping like to get away from people. I can't do that. I work in the public, and there's been some really bad strains of sickness go through our work, and I've had it. I've gotten it twice. One guy was hospitalized for an upper respiratory infection for like 2 weeks. Rite Aid had N95s. We don't have any Rite Aids around here. Um, I really need to do some more CVS couponing. They keep sending me emails. I mean, I've gotten 2 emails today I've gotten like 10 in the past 7 days. They sent me something in the mail the other day. I mean, they're trying to get me to come back and shop with them. In my, I just I'm upset over that cashier. Um, but they are constantly trying to get me now to come back and shop with them. And I should see what they have in that line. Roll over some extra bucks or CRTs or whatever in order to get some masks and things. I do have some, but I would really like to get some of the better ones. And I did do that. If you watch Pennsylvania Prepper, Amanda, she had that video where you could get online and do the poll, and I did that. I can't explain it. I don't have enough protein in my system right now. Just coffee, and it's already almost 4 o'clock. I'm not getting anything done. I should have done this up in my stockpile room, so that way I could be sorting stuff. Oh my gosh, it's a hot mess up there. I kind of worked on it a little bit. It's bad. It's bad. I mean, you can walk through the middle of it, but yeah. 17 free deodorants from Kroger the other day, plus all of the deodorant that I got throughout this clearance sale. Yeah. Razors, pads. The best thing I got, I personally think the best deal I got, other than the dog food with all the overage and the thermacare with all the overage, was the Posy pads for $1 a package. I love those things. When I'm sick and I've got this upper respiratory and I'm coughing, they are awesome. They will outlast my coughs better than a regular pad. So that was my most useful thing I got on the clearance sale. So you're going to do the next clearance, I suppose. The next clearance, the 28th through the 3rd. That's through the grapevine. Yeah, I'm ready. Well, I mean, I'm not ready right now because I was worn out last night when I got home. And then the husband looked at me and says, "Are you cooking?" "Yeah, sure, honey, I'll cook." So I threw a pork loin in the Instant Pot, put it in a container and said, "There you go. You got some pork loin." He was happy. But he's got all kinds of food. This house is jammed packed with food, even easy foods that he can make for himself. He just likes to whine, but we made him pork loin. So today I'm making myself some rice and some vegetables. And I have some Philly cheesesteak meat ready to rock and roll. So one day this week we'll do that. I think I'm going to have cheese conies tonight. Let him have the pork loin. He just loves meat. I'll make him some macaroni and cheese and a vegetable of some sort. He'll be happy to go. I'm just letting him have the whole pork loin. It's just a small one. And I'll eat the other stuff. So when I get off here, I'm going to go eat some vegetables and rice because that sounds really, really good to me. Plus, it made a lot of rice for my girls this week. That's going to be their dinner or breakfast. That's their breakfast. So there we go. I just don't know I don't know where she's at. Maybe she got busy with her freeze dryer. Oh, they went out. It went out. I don't puff on them enough. They go out. So you do Kroger, right? Okay. Now I still haven't seen that buy one get one free on the ground beef. I haven't seen it here in either store. Um, I have Cincinnati um, district, and then I have the Louisville, Kentucky district. is kind of what I'm running with. So those two districts have not put that out there yet. And I keep waiting because I'm like, heck yeah, because I do have like $1.10 or $1.20 best customer on the ground beef rolls. And I'm holding off on that until that comes through. I love that. I'm kind of been using a lot of my ground beef lately because it's been so easy to cook for us with ground beef rather than trying to do other meats. And so I keep waiting for that. I know that I think it was you that told me that it was going on, and I was like, oh, I want it, but it never has come through yet. So I know that the 5 times digitals are going to happen. I think again this week. I'm pretty sure they are. So I will when I do my review for Kroger. I'll make sure to let everybody know that if the 5 times digital is going, if there's any changes, I'll let you know what the meat and produce are for that, and we'll go with that on the review. I'm real excited about Kroger this week. Hello, happy Monday. Yeah, I didn't go back to work, so I didn't get to go blah. Live the life you love. Absolutely. We're living the life, aren't we? She's got a pretty smile in her picture, her little picture. Welcome. We're just talking about couponing and livestock and this damn flu that's going around. I really am. I am scared. I was so glad to get those 3 Lysols though, and I hated leaving out without the other ones. So that's one thing I hope that doesn't go, and I'm hoping it doesn't go, so that way I can have some coupons and get that Lysol. Ah, you're a couponer. Good. I'm kind of like I'm an eclectic kind of person. I do a little bit of everything, but couponing is the way to go. And did you happen to do the Dollar General clearance this weekend? Because boy, was that fun. If you're a couponer, Dollar General clearance is where it's at. That's that's like the main event of couponing. Oh, you got the a stomach. Oh, I'm so sorry because that's horrible. That is absolutely horrible. But if you're a couponer, you know that Dollar General clearance, man, that's an awesome thing to do. I can't believe it. I mean, I've got my stats right here. Um, I spent 53.48, which 20 of that or 19 of that I shouldn't have spent. Um, but $132.75 just in coupon savings was awesome. Oh, moving. Well, let me tell you something. When the 28th through the 3rd comes through, you'll have another chance at a Dollar General clearance event. Apparently, February 28th through the 3rd, and how awesome that's going to be. Because, what was left over, we'll probably have coupons for, and how exciting. I am going to do a lot more prepper products this next time. I want to bump up my medical preps a little bit, and they have a lot of Rexall and Johnson & Johnson stuff. Now, I do know that the NCI store has some great pennied items today. There was a penny list floating around, and how wonderful that would have been to be able to go, but my husband has my car, so I didn't get to go. I'll probably go out early in the morning. I'm not real thrilled with the penny list this coming penny list. It really didn't interest me much, but that NCI store, I am a basket freak, and there are baskets on that. So I'm like, and rugs, home stuff. I love it. And my can openers, I got those. That was my prep. I love those can openers. I got to throw away 2 old can openers. And I don't know what you mean about flipping them over, Sandra. I don't know what that means. How do you flip a can opener to make it open? that I was like, what? Do you move the little cut thing? Maybe I'm just, I don't know. I didn't dig them out of the garbage. I started saving the refrigerator. I didn't dig them out of the garbage. Oh my goodness. I don't know what the heck is on, but that is not something I want to watch. Put the news on. Oh, these can openers were probably 20 years old. I know one was older than 20, and that was the one that was actually still working. Hello, Christopher or Christoph. Sorry, Christoph. Um, I just threw them away. When I showed my husband the new one, I was like, "Here, look at this." He was like, "Man, that's nice." I was like, "Well, that's good because I got 5 more of them." He's like, "Holy shit, stuff!" So we got them. I'm not going to say that. You know why? Because I don't play that game. But you're having fun, so do what the hell you want to do. I saw that when I was screwed up on my last live. I saw that one. Okay. I do like my new one though. It's pretty nice. I'm thinking about doing a really fun giveaway, and give away like one of my can openers and something else. I don't know, something fun, just a little something something. I don't know. I need to do a giveaway, and I don't know if I want to do a prepper box or if I want to do something from you know couponing, something fun, nothing major. Um, I did a giveaway not last year, and it was kind of fun. I did a prepper a prepper box, and I did the the penny shopping box, and a Penelope box, and it was fun. Um, so I might do a giveaway here really really soon, and I'll give away a can opener. I'll give away the red handled one just to give something away. Oh my gosh, I've been on here an hour. Would you like a can opener? I'll put it in a box of something else. We could. I absolutely love couponing. I am one of the underrated channels. I became a black sheep when I called some of the other couponers wasteful cows. And I didn't mean it as like a personal attack. I was just saying how frustrated I was with them doing videos of throwing away expired items. Really, because I've always given to the community, and it just really it irritated me. So I kind of became the black sheep of the the couponing community. Lost a bunch of subscribers, and I would love to do a collab. That would be great. Um, I'm not real good with this computer stuff, but I might be interested in that. I think I know you from, is it munching and chatting? I think so. I don't know. My mind is not that great with names and people and where I've met other YouTubers and watchers and subscribers. Um, I would love to build this channel, and I think that. Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. I don't watch her very often. It just exactly. I mean, you nailed it right on the head. Lovely gal until I don't want to hear about, naked blue jay and potato head and all of that. I don't care about that. That doesn't interest me at all. I do go in, say hi. I do like Mama D. Um, and so I like to go in there and see if she's okay, if she's there. And other than that, I'm in and out. Yeah, I'm not into the drama. I like fun. I like to have fun. I like to sit and chit chat, but I don't want to sit and just go on and on about a group of people or a certain person and their videos. I just it doesn't interest me any. Um, Matter of fact, normally I don't even have time to make the connections with other channels because I'm always so busy. I get to make my or make my little videos, and then I'm running. You know, I'm either running to work or I'm running to get stuff done here, or doing my planning for my couponing hauls. Um, but I do a lot of couponing, and I think I can help people if they would just give me the chance. I know I'm not one of the big gurus, but I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm a pretty good couponer and a deal seeker. So I just don't have the numbers, and that means a lot in this. Oh, thank you, Sandra. You're one of my favorite subscribers because she's always here. I just love it. I can always guarantee that there's going to be a couple of my subscribers that watch my channel every single video, and it makes it worthwhile to me. And the very handful that I have, I absolutely adore, and I love that. I would never ever change not answering or doing the hugs because I think that's very important. Um, and I do try to help. If I find a deal, I try to find my deals before they're done, because that way people can see exactly what the product is. And I can tell them that there is a coupon available. It's either digital or paper. I can't always tell you which insert it came out of because, well, maybe I should show you my binder. Would you like to see my binder? My lack of binder, because it's pretty bad. I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed about it though, and I haven't touched it since. Yes, exactly. And I do it because I need an outlet. Yeah, me too. I'll tell you what, I'm so excited about getting out there and working in this small part of my garden this year. I've been, let me tell you how I compost. I cut up vegetables, I cut up fruit, I step out my back door, and I throw it. I did that today when I cut up my zucchini squash, my onions, my peppers, a bunch of my stuff that I had that I was cooking. I chopped it all up, and then what my leftovers, I just threw it right out the back door. That's where my garden is this year. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. That is great. Welcome. I hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoy couponing. I hope you enjoy prepping. Hope you enjoy homesteading because that's what I'm all about. I'm like all that rolled into one. You'll see more grocery hauls than anything. Um, oh, I am the real McCoy. I am. I don't try to put on airs, and it is a very simple channel. The lighting sucks, the videotaping sucks, but it's what I do. And you're in my life, and when I'm showing you something, it's something that actually means something to me. I'm not just doing it for subscribers or whatever. um, I do it because I want people to see, and I just enjoy sharing that. When I found out that my mother was finally watching my videos, I know that now I can't use bad words, and I shouldn't, but I won't. I felt funny smoking. So, Mom, if you watch this live, hello. I wish she was here. I don't. I don't know if she can. I don't know if she's got it to where she can do what she needs to do. My daughter was supposed to set her up, so I don't know. My daughter needs to come here and help me set up. I do want to. I know, right? Hi, mom. I hope she sees that. She would love that. Um, I hope that my daughter comes soon. I'm considering getting another tablet. My tablet, it has been dropped. I don't know how many times. When I plug it in to charge it, it's like right here in this little area. And when my knees aren't bending, I like shuffle my feet and I've drug it off the side of this coffee table and it's hit the ground so many times. My cat has knocked it over off the tables. Um, it's been in the rain, but this was my second one and I only gave like $35 for it. So I might go ahead and buy another tablet. I'm not ready to go buy a GoPro camera or anything like that. I do need to learn how to, um, what is it? Put stuff up on the screen wherever. I need to learn how to do that. I think that would be very beneficial, but I don't think it's necessary. I think just staying simple is good. But I do need another tablet because sometimes it sounds like I'm out in the wind when I'm taping, and in reality, there's no wind. There is no wind. I can't wait to start taping outside. I really need to do a stockpile room tour. I think that would be really fun. I think that would bring in some viewers. Um, because I have an amazing stockpile. But like right now, it's all on the floor in bags again. But I'm running low on laundry because I sell the laundry stuff to the girls at work. And I stocked my cellar up for my husband so he'd stay out of my stockpile room. Um, One day I went up there to fill a bag for one of the girls who buys game products from me. And I give them the absolute best deals they can possibly get because that's why I do gain deals and Tide deals. I don't necessarily need that. If I find detergent for 99 cents, whether it's Tide Simply or whatever, that's fine with me. Um, but I went upstairs to do a gain bag for one of the girls at work, and all of my fireworks were gone. I was like, what the hell? I had 7 bottles of it. It was gone. I came back downstairs. I was like, honey, and I did. Maybe I didn't say honey, but I was like, hey, I was like, do you know where all the fireworks went? And he's like, what are fireworks? You had fireworks? I was like, come on. They're, and what he calls them are stink crystals. He says, oh, you mean the stink crystals? I was like, yeah, I mean the stink crystals. There were 7 bottles of it up there. Where is it? He opens the bedroom door, and in the bottom of his laundry basket, he's pulling out dirty clothes. And at the bottom of that laundry basket was my 7 things of fireworks. I'm going, are you kidding me? I said, you're stealing. He's like, no, I'm not. I am shopping. And I was like, you're stealing. So now, hello, Amanda's. Um, so what I did was I made a vow. Whenever I get stink crystals that are not downy or not fireworks or whatever, and I find them on sale, I just take them downstairs. So I stocked up the basement with laundry detergent, fabric softener, stink crystals, dryer sheets, and he doesn't care what kind they are. So he's got a whole line of Purex, and then there's a whole bunch of the Snuggle ones that I got for free. But he doesn't get my Downy and he doesn't get my Gain anymore because that's what the girls at work want. But he had them all in his dirty clothes basket and he was going to take them all downstairs and hide them. Seriously? He called it shopping. Hey! I don't know. We've kind of talked about livestock. We've talked about couponing. And I'll tell you what, you did really, really good at the Dollar General clearance. You did very good. But I was really shocked that you didn't have all the coupons. What happened? Where were your coupons at? I was really upset because I didn't get the secret for quarter a piece because what happened? The Procter & Gamble coupons expired. What the heck? I didn't even think to check my Procter & Gamble's because I figured I had another week on them. No. I think some of them, like the detergent goes a little bit longer, but the secret, it expired on Saturday. Lacking paper coupons. I'm waiting for the other Amanda to come in because she wants to see my binder, and I'm totally embarrassed. They do, and that's true. And but you know that I mean Kroger and Kroger affiliates will take them as long as they scan through, and then JC, the big manager, says scan them through anyway. Um, but I really wanted all that secret for a quarter. Oh, I didn't mean to shame you. I didn't mean to shame you. But lacking in paper coupons during a Dollar General clearance? That's got to be awful. Hey, I let one of the cashiers screw me out of some money, so like $15 worth, she screwed me out by not using the coupons that I gave her. And, I didn't really check it, and I should have. But I only spent $53.43, and I'm happy with that. 48 cents. Sorry, I can't see. I should put my readers on, but no. Hey, Mama Q. How are you? Crocheting and crafting and all that good stuff. But I saved $132.75 with coupons and the 5 off of 25s. That's awesome. And I got a lot of stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff. I didn't get a lot more of the prepping stuff that I wanted, though. I didn't get like those gloves. I didn't get any of the medical stuff that I normally get because I was so in tune with the coupons I had and what was on sale with those coupons. Didn't get any laundry. Didn't get any cleaning products. I'm feeling okay. Um, Feeling okay. I'm glad you decided what you wanted to do. Crocheting and crafting. That's awesome. As you can tell, I didn't take a shower or brush my. Look at that. That looks absolutely. Oh my god, that's almost embarrassing. When you have hair like this, oh my god, I do. I look horrible. I don't even have any makeup on. But oh my gosh, my husband and his shopping up there in my stockpile room. Oh, it irritates the snot out of me. I started to have to put toilet paper and paper towels in the bedroom closet where I have my secret prepper pantry is in my bedroom closet. So I had to start putting toilet paper, Kleenex, and paper towels in there so that he would quit going upstairs and going through my stuff. I also keep like baby wipes in the bathroom in one of the cabinets in there so he doesn't have to go upstairs for those. Um, he, he keeps all of his Axe stuff down here in his little drawer. Oh, 10 times? Really? That's a lot. Oh, so yeah, stealing my laundry stuff. I took the day off, not only because I'm just tired, but there's a lot I need to catch up on that I didn't do this weekend. And I have vacation time, and it was rainy and cold, and I wanted the chickens to run a little bit. Oh my God, you have pneumonia. I probably have something close to that. And yet I'm still like puffing on cigarettes. It's not lit. It's not lit. I light it. I take a couple puffs. It goes out. So I keep a lighter in a hand and a cigarette. I never light it. It's more like security, I guess. I don't know. I am so sorry you have pneumonia. I hope you feel better. Have you been to the doctor? Because we don't want it to get any worse. So, what about your turkeys, Amanda? What happened? What got your turkeys? I don't know if I commented on that video or not because I'm always in such a hurry. I kind of watch your videos. I watch Pennsylvania prepper videos. I watch some other videos, and then I just run. Okay, good. You've got your antibiotics and your breathing treatments probably or whatever. That's good. But I want to know what happened to them turkeys, Fox. Are you going to make a coat? You don't know for sure. Right now would be the time to get one because of the fur being worth it. Well, Mama Q, we're all really, we want everybody to feel good. I wondered if you could crochet me something. I would even pay you for it. Yeah. A lot of times, well, they probably they probably have babies, so it didn't have time to drag it all the way back. And where are we at right now? We're in February. The babies won't be able to get out for another couple months. I don't know. Let me think about that. Something something neat. I don't know. I don't know. I like crocheted stuff. I really like those house shoes that I had a babysitter when I was a kid. That's what she did. She crocheted house shoes. Gotcha. I'll tell you what, I was shocked. I was totally shocked when I found my Brahma up in the top of that kitchen, that summer kitchen. I don't know how that coon killed her, took her over the fence, and took her up the side of the building and into a crawl space. I was so shocked that she was there when I finally found her, when I finally trailed and found where she was. Because when I finally got that coon in that live trap, she was not a big coon at all. I was absolutely totally shocked that she did that. So that coon that I was dealing with had to go. Okay, I'll find something, and it's something that I can wear. Yeah, when I kept counting, and I'm like, I'm missing one, and I missed the Brahma that had the little. She had one feather that dropped down that kind of looked like a necklace pendant, so I called her Pearl, Big Pearl, and I kept counting and counting, and I was like, man, I know I'm missing one, and I looked underneath the coop, and I saw where they had it had dug and possibly got in that time, and so I started looking around, and that's when I found a couple of feathers. I mean, just like one or two. It wasn't, it wasn't like I need a PO box. I can get a PO box. That's no big deal. Um, but when I found her up in that crawl space and how that coon had got her up there, I don't know. But I think I told you all that I ended up shooting her. Yeah, I can get a PO box. It's no big deal. I can do that. They have room at the post office. I can get one. That would be awesome. I would love that and do like mail call and stuff. Oh, I would love that. That'd be fun. That would be fun. Let me look into it. I'll think about it. Um, but I shot her myself. He shot the other two, and then when it came down to the one had killed my chicken, he's like, "You've got to kill her." He says, "This is something that you've got to do." He says, "You've been a hunter all your life. You just haven't done it in a long time." And I haven't. I used to hunt. I grew up hunting. That's what we did. We hunted for fur, and just haven't done it in a long time. Last time I went, yeah, last time I went hunting, I went squirrel hunting, and I sat underneath a tree and I just watched them because I didn't have a dog at that point in time that was a tree dog. And I just sat there and watched them. I was like, you know what? First of all, I'm just not into it. And I haven't hunted since. But when it came to that mama coon, I had her in the live trap. I had my pistol out and I'm looking at her and I'm like, I don't like to do this. And she's like looking up at me. She knows I'm not happy. And and I even spoke to her like, I know that you're feeding your kids, but you're feeding your kids, my kids, and I had to do it. And yeah, and I knew that she would continue. She would never ever stop. A lot of people, well, you could have relocated her. What? Relocate her to where? To where there's more coons and more chickens, or I couldn't leave her in my area because she would have never stopped pursuing my chickens. Now, there could be coons right now that come through, but they are not honed in on my coop. They could go through and see if they could get through and then go on their way. This coon had gotten two of my chickens. When they were 8 weeks old, exactly 8 weeks old, they got little BP, who was my little Americano rooster. They got him. I found his head. That was traumatizing. And it shouldn't have traumatized me, but it did, because I was so attached to him, because he had just started crowing and we just realized that yes, in fact, he was a rooster. Oh, thank you, Mama Q. You get rest, get well, and I will get back to you. I will find something that I want crocheted and I will buy something from you and help you out a little bit. Um, so yeah, I shot her because I went and got him. I was like, hey, I said, we got her. I said, you gonna come out and do it? And he just shook his head. He's like, this one is on you. Oh, finding the head of BP. I did. I had to go to work that day, and I just sobbed all the way to work. And my husband's like, "Are you going to be able to work?" And I was like, "Well, I'm going to have no choice." He's like, "Are you sure it was BP?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was his head, and I buried it." Oh, hugs, Mama Q. But yeah, but now they're eating their own eggs, and I'm looking at them like, maybe you need to go in the freezer. Have you ever had that problem, Amanda? Have you ever had chickens that started eating their eggs? Because I know who started it, and I know how it started, and it had nothing to do with diet. I know it has to do with the fact that that honey, that Americana that looks like the Aricana, she has little mutton chops. She's constantly fussing around in them boxes. Are they? And oh, so I'm going to try the ceramic eggs. I've tried the golf balls. I know who started it, but now they're all eating them. I mean, I know who the instigator, the consistent person, the consistent hen that is constantly doing it is Honey. It is that Americana that looks like an Aricana. She's the only one that lays the powder blue eggs. She's constantly fussing around the nest boxes, constantly. I mean, she never stops. Yes, I go out early in the morning. I go out when I feed. I go out before I go to work, and then I go and get them after work. Once they start nesting for the night, they're pretty safe until I get them. I did try it, and guess what? They eat mustard eggs, and I think that was just perpetuating it more. I would fill those eggs up with mustard. I mean, I've got tons of mustard. I'm a couponer. I probably have 30 bottles of mustard, so I'm like squirting mustard in these hollow eggs, and they would eat them. They would eat them. So someone said just do the ceramic eggs. Oh yeah, they love mustard. So deviled eggs, mustard eggs, it don't matter. They're like piranhas. And I saw them. And what traumatized me was that one day when one of them kicked one out of the nest box, because they all want to go to the same nest box. Now this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to plug up that nest box. I'm going to plug up that nest box so that way they're going to have to move to another nest box, or it's going to jar up the little system going there. I went in today, and she was trying to get her egg out from under the Brahma that was sitting there trying to lay. Now, I know there should be a Brahma egg, at least one up there right now. Not much mine. Now, They don't like eggplants. They don't like bell peppers, but they'll eat a mustard egg. They'll eat that mustard just to get to that shell, I guess. They think they're going to get that really rich stuff. Yeah. I am going to go to Tractor Supply. They do have some of those ceramic eggs, and I am going to get some of those. They have the golf balls everywhere. They all started off in the nest boxes, and now they're out in the cabana underneath stuff. I don't know what they're doing, playing golf out there. I have no idea. But I know which one started it. But that day I went out there and they kicked that one out, and she grabbed hold of it, and then all of them came after him like piranha. I was like, are you kidding me? Uh, Hopefully they won't do it in the summertime. I don't know. They were. They were like piranhas. One grabbed a hold of it, and once they saw something flipping around, they all came right at it. And I tried to grab one, and that Brahma grabbed the rest of that shell and took off running out the cabana. I was like, are you kidding me? I was pissed. Pardon my language. But I told my husband, I was like, guess what? I'm going to quit feeding them all together. That way all they can do is eat their eggs and they'll not get any more food. He's like, you can't do that. I was like, no, I won't do that. But I said, I will eat one of them. I'll start off with Honey. She'll be the first one. But I at least need to get 22 eggs out of them. Probably, where are we at? February, March, probably April. And I'm going to hatch out 22 chicks. I've got 12 sold to one guy, 12 sold to a girl. And then I'm going to hatch out like 2 for myself. I know that I can go down to my neighbor's and get his, but I'm not sure what all chickens he has. I know he has blue and green eggs as well as brown eggs. I don't know what the rooster is. He's kind of a patchy colored, so I don't know what he is. I have 11 hens and 1 rooster. And I'm going to tell you something. Odin, he's starting to get in between me and the hens a lot. And today he sideswiped me with his wing. I think he jumped up and thought he had a spur. And I just looked at him. I was like, little boy, we don't need you. Even though he protects the girls, and that's what he's supposed to do. I don't like the fact that he's already starting to come at me. That's kind of scary. He doesn't have spurs yet. He just has the little bumps. But I'm going to tell you, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. And he's spoiled rotten too. But when it comes to his girls, one of them was out. Oh, okay. They're I can't ever remember how to pronounce it. It's Arcaiyene. Um, I know, Sandra. I told him that today. I was like, you can make good dumplings. You will be good with dumplings. I don't know though. I just like to roast his ass. if he hurts me. Right now he's just putting on airs, you know. Um I can't think of what they're called, but I told my mom about them and she looked them up. And when we start our thing, she told me she would buy me some hatching eggs. So I will probably have those as part of my hatching egg system and raise them to sell. So I want to sell these chickens a lot cheaper than other people. Yes, they are rare. They're from Thailand. I wish I could think. I'm afraid to say it incorrectly, but I know it's Arcaiyene. I know White House on the Hill has them, and I want people to be able to come to my channel, and if they want hatching eggs, you know, I can say, okay, we're going to send them out and send them cheaper than what you get them from at the hatcheries. And they would be absolutely perfectly good hatching eggs. And I would like to do that for subscribers or for other people as well. So we'll see. I wish I could. I can't even think of what they are, but they are beautiful chickens, and I think they're beautiful. I think so. I think in that would give people options. So when my mom does this chicken barn, and we start getting these chickens started, I'm going to be doing something different with them, is what her idea is. But I'm also going to have like a surplus of these eggs. And if they're viable eggs, I will be sending them to whomever wants them. And I think, for example, if someone wanted just like 3 or 4, I could make a good deal on it. Of course, you'd have to pay for the shipping, and we would have to do that, with some care. I'll have to figure out how they package them, so on and so forth, and get this stuff for that. So it would have to be able to be worthwhile and buy 1 bag or 2 of feed. That's how I would kind of do the pricing is, a few eggs to buy a couple bags of feed. That's how I would price it. And I would undercut everybody out there that sells hatching eggs because that's ridiculous. I saw them, they were like, I think it was $24.99 per egg for those. Are you kidding me? They may not even hatch. $24.99 for a hatching egg? Are you kidding me? You've already made your money back, after 3 eggs. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that. And you know what would be cool? Get, and I don't know how to make the different colored eggs. I do know that if you have a rooster of a brown egg lineage and you have a blue egg laying hen, the hens from them will lay the olive eggs. I already have some olive layers. I have some different blue layers. Now, my one Americana, my favorite Americana, she lays pink eggs. So I don't know what her offspring would be laying. But I do know that Honey, the crazy mentally retarded challenged bird I have, she lays the powder blue eggs. So her offspring will be laying an olive egg as well. Now, I do have one Americana that lays a speckled bluish green egg, and it is so awesome looking. And I'm not exactly sure exactly which one of the two it is. I've got 2 Americanas that I'm not certain of what they lay. I know that Dub, my solid white one, lays a really, really olive egg. I know that um, Precious lays the pink egg, and then I've got Phoenix and Darling, and I'm not sure which one lays which of those eggs. But I think Darling is the one that lays an olive egg, but not quite as dark as the other one. It's crazy. So I guess that would mean Phoenix would lay the speckled one, but not necessarily. So I don't know. Um, I just want to hatch some eggs. I've been begging to hatch eggs, and you can keep them out on the counter for up to 8 days, 7 or 8 days, and then put them in the incubator as long as they're viable, and they will work. So it would take me 8 days with these guys to get at least, I don't know, 15, 20 eggs. The way they're eating the eggs, it's crazy. It's about time to go get some eggs out of them. Oh, but I'm so sorry about your turkeys. I was so excited when you got them. I made my husband watch the baby turkeys. I was like, look, we need turkeys. He's like, keep what you got. We don't need anything right now. He's like, you're getting ducks this spring. I was like, but they're turkeys. He's like, yeah, but you know how you feel about Tom turkeys. I was like, yeah, I don't like them. They scare me. But I don't know. Mr. Odin is as big as a turkey. He's a big boy. And he likes bread, but he doesn't like bread when I'm around his girls. I'm so excited you all are here. I love doing lives. Like I tried to do one earlier and everything got screwed up and it wouldn't let go. And I had to somehow, I don't even remember how I canceled it. I couldn't figure out. It didn't have like the end stream thing like this one does. And it just kept saying I was live for 40 minutes. I'm like, I've not been live. So I love doing lives. Yeah. Yep. That's true. Turkeys are. But they're so pretty. When Amanda got her turkeys, I was so jealous. I was like, oh my gosh. Butterball. I get turkeys for free at work. Thanksgiving. I have three in the freezer, I think. I know, I'm horrible. Oh, you know, that's so awesome. I wanted my chickens to be that way. And my chickens never were like that. I mean, I tried messing with them every day. I mean, if you followed me and you watched my videos, you saw that I was up there giving them treats. I would be up there sitting, talking to them, trying to touch them. And none of them like to be touched. None of them want to be close. And then when we threw Odin into the mix, he made everything haywire. But I couldn't let him go to someone that wasn't going to take care of him. And not only that, but I thought, you know what, I could raise some babies. Not if they eat them all. But yeah, that's awesome. I want my animals to be petted and loved. But you know, when you got them, um, those turkeys were really sweet when they were teeny. I mean, they didn't grow out of that at all. So that doesn't shock me, but that's so cool. What are you doing over there? What are you doing? You're hacking? You sound horrible. What's wrong? Oh yeah, my dog's hacking over there. Well, tree starts. I don't know. I don't know what that means, Sandra. He's gonna put your turkeys in the freezer. Not. My husband said we need guineas. I was like, no, we don't. We don't need guineas. I know they're great and wonderful, but we don't need them. Now, I don't know what you mean to buy tree starts. Um, I need to cut down some trees to have pasture land. I do need fruit trees and nut trees. I'm going to do, I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. I have my, I'm waiting on my Baker Creek um, thing, but I also have the Four Seasons Nursery, and they've got some really good deals. Ooh, really? I could use some pine trees and fruit trees. That would be awesome. But they have some really good deals right now. I do want to do a huge strawberry patch somewhere. And then they have like all these fruit trees. They have like packages. And I would like to try these dwarf fruit cocktail trees. I don't know, just for fun. But I do want to get some dwarfed fruit trees and then pawpaws. I want to do a pawpaw patch. So I'm kind of looking at this to kind of find out what I want to do. So they're not too bad. I wish Indiana would do that. Um, I don't know if they do or not. Indiana is so stupid that they turned out rattlesnakes at one point in time. They thought they were going to alleviate the wild turkey issue with rattlesnakes. So they turned them loose in our woods, in our area. Yeah, because they're stupid. Bring a poisonous snake into the area and turn it loose to eradicate turkey eggs. That was the most ignorant thing. When I heard that, I was like, are you kidding me? I wrote our congressman. I was like, you guys are fools to allow this to happen. Oh, yeah. If I ever see a rattlesnake out in the woods, it's dead. And I'm not one to kill snakes, but there is no reason for them to do that. We have plenty of the blue racers. We have king snakes, rat snakes. You know, there is no reason. We have raccoons, possums, anything in the world is going to get them eggs. And if you think that the turkey population has overpopulated, well, just raise up the limit that people can get when they're hunting. I I need to clip some chicken wings. Um, Phoenix got out today. I was like, I need to go check on him because I noticed that Odin was kind of acting a little goofy. So I walked outside and went around the other side of the building, and there was Phoenix. She's trying to get back in, so I got her back in. So I need to clip some wings. That's only the second time anyone has gotten out since Dove got out, and they were really young then. So I don't think she wants to get out. I think that once they get out and they realize they can't get back in, I don't think they're going to do it anymore. But you're trying to keep them out of yeah, your strawberries. That's, yeah. But I want to grow a lot of strawberries. I love strawberries. I love making preserves. Um, as a matter of fact, I was going to show this on my video. I made some pineapple preserves not too long ago, and it turned out really good. It's like a pineapple marmalade kind of deal going on, and it turned out really good. So I definitely want to get some strawberries planted this year. Um, but I've been really working this little garden area out here behind the house, and my neighbor is going to bring up. He accumulated a rototiller, and so he's going to bring it up here and put it in my little half building, and that way I can use it whenever I want to. This garden was supposed to be a no-till, but I think I do want to till it this time because I want to make it super, super rich, and it's so rich on top that I need to turn it. I need to, and I don't have the strength. I turned like maybe 4 or 5 rows in it because I what I'm going to do with this little area out here is when I make my rows, I'm going to kind of dig out my walkways, and I have like all of these old weeds and limb brushy kind of things, and I'm going to put those down into my walk paths, and so then next year I will cover those and and trade areas. So that way I can always use my old weeds or limbs or whatever and use those as my walkways. Next year, cover those up and do the opposite ways. So I definitely need to get that rototiller up here, and I can't wait. You know, they think these are great ideas, and I don't understand why the conservation people are that stupid. Um, it's just astounding to me. There are so many other ways to take care of that situation. It's just stupid. And we do have a lot of turkeys. On the way home yesterday, in a freaking squall of a snowstorm from out of the middle of nowhere. I don't like driving in crap. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like driving in it. When I was younger, didn't care. As I got older, I don't like driving in it. Here's my thing. There were 20 some turkey out in this one field on our road coming the opposite direction, and there were a lot of turkeys standing there. So there are a lot of turkey. But if they're going to do something to try to stop the population, just bring up the amount of jakes that you can kill, or bring a hen season in. Bring a hen season in. Let people get 3 or 4 hens, 2 or 3 hens. That would help because we have a lot of turkey hunters out here, and all they're hunting for are the jakes. So allow them to hunt some hens on the off seasons. Now, here's the problem that I have is the turkey hunters who are hunting the jakes are hunting during the time that the hens are on the nests. Okay. That is also the time that I'm out in the woods mushroom hunting. So turkey hunters hate me because I get up early in the morning and I'm out there stomping around in the woods looking for mushrooms, and they're out there hunting jakes, male turkeys. And they don't like that. There was one ridge that I used to go up. One ridge I used to hunt mushrooms on, and that's where the May apples would be, and that is exactly where the hens were laying their eggs. And I could go through and see all these turkey eggs. And if I had my incubator, which is totally against the law, I get it, I know. But if I had an incubator, I would have grabbed a couple of those and tried to hatch them myself. Just just to hatch them. They would have had a good home. They'd have been wild turkeys, but whatever. One time, my mom, and I'm going to tell you this, we went to one of the parks over there in Ohio, and we stole two goose eggs, and she had bought a little incubator, and she was trying to teach me, about this stuff. And we got two of the goose eggs out of the park, and they weren't viable. They didn't hatch. But I just think that's so funny when I look back and what my mom did. I'm thinking, but you know what? She was in her mid 20s, so she was still adventurous with that kind of stuff, like I was. I mean, there wasn't an animal I didn't try having. Um, so I look back at that and I'm like, wow, mom, we could have gotten a lot of trouble for that. I didn't realize it until later on, when I started learning the rules of the conservation stuff. I didn't realize my mom was like doing a federal offense or something. Stealing goose eggs out of the park. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have got to go. I've got to get some stuff done. I do appreciate you all coming. It's been almost 2 hours, and I took off work for a reason, and that was to get some stuff done. And, I've gotten a few things done, but I still have things to do. It was great talking with you guys. I love all of you, and I hope you continue watching. Share me, like me. Um, just, just know that I'm going to continue to be simple, and my channel will not grow that fast because I don't have time to make the connections with people that other people do. But you all have a great day. I am going to do another video later tonight, and it's about glitches, computer glitches, or coupon glitches. Apparently, there is some drama going on with one of the gurus of CVS, and I think it's time for me to put my video out there. So I will be doing a video response later on this evening, and it's regarding glitches and ethics. So you all have a great night, and hopefully you'll stay tuned for that and maybe pass it along to other people. Bye, y'all. Hugs.